friends, and welcome to New York Harbor. Today we're the guests of the French line aboard their flagship, the 54,000-ton SS Liberté. We're speaking to you from the boat deck of this giant liner as she makes her way down New York Harbor. And as usual, we have a host of travelers and some people we think you'd like to meet. Today we'll be talking to Catherine Pascal, one of the world's youngest successful authors. Michael Martel, president of the French Prisoners of War Association. And, of course, Josephine Baker, the American gal from St. Louis who went to Europe and became a sensation. And now let's run over and meet the toast of Europe.
It's nice to see you, and it's been a long time since you've been back on these shores, hasn't it?
No, only 2.5 years ago.
Well, of course, I'm thinking of the fact that originally you came from the United States.
Ah, yes, from St. Louis.
St. Louis, Missouri.
Listen.
Actually, St. Louis, Missouri at one time was French, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. I thank you for remembering it.
Well, it's not too hard to remember because when you think of St. Louis, you think of St. Louis, you know.
We say St. Louis. St. Louis.
Did you speak French when you lived in St. Louis?
No, I didn't, unfortunately, because it was difficult for me to try to learn when I arrived in Paris. If I had have known before, perhaps it would have been easier for me.
Shucks, 25 years ago, you went all the way over to Paris, 3,000 miles away, and sort of went on a limb. What prompted you to go over there? Was it to the desire to further your career, more or less?
No, I don't think it was that, because for the reason that I wasn't, well, I don't say unknown, absolutely unknown when I was here in America. I don't mean that I'm very, very well known now.
You certainly are.
But even so, I thought by going to Paris, and then of course I wanted to go to Paris because everybody loves Paris and knows about it, and it's a city of art. And I thought I would probably get possibility of doing something.
Well, what was your first big break there?
In Paris?
Yeah.
Folies Bergère.
Folies Bergère, you went right into it?
J'ai des amours.
That's Two Loves Have I.
Loves Have I.
Oh, now, Josephine, you're not going to tell us that 25 years ago when you went into the Folies Bergère, you sang Two Loves Have I?
Yes, my theme song.
And 23 years later, about 2 years ago in the States, it became a rage and a sensation here.
For the second time.
Oh, well.
Yes, it was.
That has
before
to be.
you. Years ago, naturally before you were born, let's say.
What do you think would have happened to you if you hadn't gotten into the Folies Bergère? Do you think you might have come back to the States?
I don't know. It's very difficult to say. Very, very difficult.
Well, I often wonder, for instance, a great star like you, after all, you're the
Now stop. You know I'm not a great star.
Well, you're the toast of the continent, and I often wondered if you ever thought about what would have happened if you hadn't gotten that one initial break, you know.
Yes, that one almighty break, huh? The one that you wait and tremble
That's right.
for.
How about your favorite song, of course, is Two Loves Have I.
Yes.
It must be. It's the one you started with, right?
Yes, and I always sing it. I sang it during the war to all the GIs and the British forces, and naturally to the French forces, because I was free French during the war.
You're telling me. You know we met once? Sure.
Where?
In Africa.
No.
Yeah, long time ago. Oh, that's such a long time.
What part of Africa? I'll be
think
sure.
Around City Best, I believe.
Ah, of all things. I was there just about 20 days ago.
Honest, you still go over to Africa
of course.
to give
I just
concerts?
came back from North Africa. It was wonderful to see North Africa now being a civilian. Let's say.
Isn't that particular city a terrific deal, though? That's the home of the Foreign Legion. I think it probably was born there almost. That's the headquarters, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
And let's find out from you how it impresses you. You go around the town and you see all these people in Foreign Legion costumes and native dress.
Yes, that's quite true. And it's so. It seems like as if you're on the stage, don't you think so? Naturally, everybody copies the Algerian scenes from.
The only thing that puzzles me, I don't remember a theater in City Bellabest.
Neither do I. I don't remember. We were always in hangouts, as they say. Sort of putting tents up. I don't know. in cellars or on top of somebody's, I don't know, bench.
You traveled for many, many months, didn't you, with the Free French Forces?
Yes, during the whole of the war.
The entire war?
Yes, I was it's all right. Nothing's going to happen.
The ship's docking.
Yes, it is. I think we'll have to stop our conversation. What a shame.
I want to thank you, though, for chatting with us.
No,
Wonderful to meet you again, and you haven't changed a bit, and you look wonderful, and you're going to be a...
Thank you.
Bye, Josephine.
Goodbye.
And so, friends, as this giant French liner gently slides into a berth at Pier 88, we come to the end of this edition of Ship's Reporter. Ship's Reporter is produced on film by the National Television Guild and by Chick Vincent. Till next time, then, This is Jack Mangan, your ship's reporter.